All right, welcome back for another week of app creators here for all you eighth graders. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're enjoying what you can, being home and getting your work done. And by now you should have a routine set of being able to get your work done and being successful. So again, this is our weekly review. These are the three things that we're going to go through again for this week. Number one, how do you stay in contact with me? It's changed a little bit here for this week. Two, what'd you miss last week? And three, what do you have to do this week? So, first, let's talk about how to stay in contact. Well, we have our learning calendar, which we'll go through in a little bit. We also have this information that, again, Mrs. Bergman put together, how to use your Google Classroom as a assignment notebook and to keep yourself organized. It's a great video, better than I could do, as you can tell each week by watching these. And then the office hours, I changed these up, so I want to go through this with you. We've changed some things with the district routines. Our staff meetings are a little different now, so my hours have changed a little bit. No one was using the FAQs, so I'm going to go right to this. So here's the link again, how to stay in contact. Make sure you use that link and join me. Now I'll be on the link live 9 to 11 and 1 to 3 like normal for Tuesdays and Thursdays. Mondays and Fridays are 9:30 to 11, and the reason why that's a little different is because we have staff meetings that are going to be going till at least 9:30. Okay. Wednesdays, nothing. That's your catch-up day. That's your day to get whatever you need. But if you need me on a Wednesday, email me. We can set up a time, an appointment, and I'll be at this link waiting for you at that time, whatever we set up. Okay. We're getting close to the end of your project here for 2.4 and 2.5. So, if you're struggling with things, come see me. But a lot of you have been doing really good for those that have been turning stuff in. And remember that each week, so on these Mondays of these weeks, I'm going to be emailing out to you and your parents what you're missing. So if you have anything missing in class, you're going to get a weekly reminder email from me, and that's just to help keep you organized. A lot of people are able to see that and they go, "Oop, I got to get that turned in," and they've been getting the stuff to me. So I'm going to keep doing that. It takes me quite a while to get those out, but I think it's a good way to keep you informed of where you're at and what you might be missing from me. So we're close to finishing up this lesson too, which means we're going to be jumping into our final project soon. Maybe in a week, maybe a week and a half. We'll see. All right, so that's how you stay in contact. Second thing, what you may have missed last week. So let's go into the learning calendar. And if we go down here, here's last week. And here's what you had to do. So 2.4, you had to finish the first part of the data tracker. And by today, or by Monday, I should say, depending on if you're going to watch this over the weekend, by Monday, you need to have the housekeeping and delete video part completed. So there's I've broken down this app into actually 4 parts. 2 parts this week, 2 parts next week to be able to get it all done. So you're really looking at how to use data, how to store data, how to use these things, because you may be able to use this technique when you make your own app in the final piece. Okay. So if you got all that done, you're on track. You may need to get that caught up. If not, here's what the next week's going to look like. Now, you can see that our outline looks a little different than previous weeks. This is what it's going to look like going forward, as we have Wednesdays to be catch-up days. So I'm going to look at first half of the week expectations, second half of the week expectation. That's kind of what we're going to go with here. So instead of Monday, by Tuesday this week, you have to have that housekeeping and delete done. So I've given you an extra day from what it said last week. Okay. Get that done. And then now, once you finish the 2.4 part of the app, now you have to make sure you do the conclusion questions. The conclusion questions are right here. They're just a couple of them, and you just got to turn this into me. Okay. But you can do that after you do the housekeeping and delete. The other thing for the second half of this week is the persistent data. So this is another data piece. It's basically how to use tiny databases that store data on your tablets as you create these apps. So it's still using that same file, the 2.4, but we're going to use it into 2.5 here. When you turn this file into me by Friday, you need to make sure that you're sending me the file, change the file name to V3 so I know that I'm looking at the third version. It helps me when I open up your files to see the updates that you've been creating. Otherwise, if you don't do that, you'll send me the same file as previously and I'll say, no work's been done. You'll be like, I did it all. And then we'll have to go through that circle. But make sure you put in V3 at the end for Friday. So that's what you have to do this week. Finish up what you did last week, introduce you to 2.5 persistent data, and then you can probably figure out that next week you're going to actually be finishing up persistent data. I broke this into two parts as well. So you'll be doing the media part. So how you could actually take pictures or you can take videos and you can save those onto the database of the app. All that information is what you're learning in these last steps. So that's what we're going to be working on this week. And I kind of introduced a little to next week. So there you go. We've talked about our three things: what you need to do to stay in contact, what you need to do to get caught up, and what it is that I'm expecting of you this week. Don't forget to jump on and check in with me throughout the week during our office hours, or if you need it a separate time so I can help you if you're struggling at all. That's all I got. Keep your head above water, as I got my rain hat on, and we'll see you next time, or maybe see you online as you have questions going forward.